Across the Flow FM network, a Flow News 24 update.
Well, here at the Flow News desk, we go to agriculture and we look at the impending issue as Malaysia has paused Australian live cattle exports. They're the second country behind Indonesia to do it. But when you read of their reasoning, it appears that Malaysia has suspended exports of our cattle and buffalo also from Australia based on the Indonesian decision. So that's the key point to make, that we can't control the actions of other countries, says Murray Watt, our Federal Agriculture Minister. They're within their rights to ask us to demonstrate a disease-free status of our cattle, and that's what we're doing. Australia's Chief Veterinary Officer is Mark Shipp. He said Australia remains free of the potentially fatal Lumpy Skin Disease, which could have a $7 billion impact on our economy if detected. Samples from hundreds of cattle were taken from the 4 Australian export facilities last week. The results are yet to be released. Australia is urgently engaging with its Malaysian counterparts to confirm the robust animal health system and advising that Lumpy Skin Disease is not present in Australia, Dr. Shipp said. I have made representations to my Malaysian counterpart requesting the import restriction on live cattle and buffalo from Australia be lifted without delay. I've also confirmed to the World Organisation for Animal Health that Australia remains LSD free in accordance with international standards. The Nationals leader David Littleproud said he was confident Australia did not have any cases of the disease and that animals had instead contracted it in Indonesia. And Mr. Littleproud said he was concerned by the reputational damage that this is already causing. Our international reputation has been hard fought and we are disease-free, and that disease-free status gives us a premium that needs to be protected. In particular, countries like Vietnam, we need to make sure that they have full confidence that we don't have LSD. Mr. Littleproud urged the government to maintain open dialogue with Australia's trading partners to reassure them that the disease is not present. This is crucial. And this is, again, biosecurity. And the reality is that Indonesia took the step that it took, and then Malaysia have done in a knee-jerk reaction. Now, it's incumbent, I think, on the Agricultural Minister, Murray Watt, to move forward very quickly the public announcement of the science that we have that says that we are LSD-free and that Indonesia's fears that they've obviously put in place are allayed. And by the same token, if Indonesia are found to be wrong here, that there is some cost and penalty to them. You can't go about in a national context and then in an international market context causing a reputation that lost for Australia by putting in place that particular reaction to ban Australia's live cattle exports to its country, which it benefits from. You can't put that in place unless the evidence you can prove it. I'm wondering why onus is on Australia to do all the proving, where Indonesia, the onus doesn't seem to be heavily on them to go to the World Organisation and provide the evidence and proof. It does seem a one-way street. It does seem that the Western democracy, Australia, is being forced to put all of the science in place to make sure that in every way we meet all of these standards. Yet it does seem ironical that Malaysia has made this decision not based on any scientific testing of its own, but based on what somebody else said.
A Flow News 24 update.